For your audience must be impressed or you're wasting your breath.
Welcome to another moment on the Malcolm Stories channel. So, I'm no Simon Cowell or L.A. Reid or anything like that, but I just really appreciate talent, and especially on the dance floor. As a lover of the arts, as a former performer myself, let me just throw that in there. When it comes to choreography, okay, and that 5, 6, 7, 8, I need to know that you're in it to win it. I feel like there's just so many people who low-key will like bust a move and nobody would know. I've just come up with a fun little list. Just don't fry me too much for the names that I'm about to say. I promise you, I have an explanation. At number 5, I'm going with Heidi Montag.
I don't know her.
So if you don't know who Heidi Montag is, how do I describe Heidi Montag? She got her fame from being on reality television. If you watched The Hills, Laguna Beach on MTV, then you know who Heidi Montag is. She's also pretty infamous for getting loads of plastic surgery done at one point.
Are you telling me you don't think I look good?
Maybe you should rephrase the question.
But let me explain something to you. There was a moment in time when Heidi decided that she wanted to be a pop star, like so many young, aspiring blonde girls from Long Beach, California. It was Miss Universe 2009, and Heidi Montag booked a performance, a live stage performance. I couldn't even tell you what I was doing in 2009, but I just remember the performance happening and the footage coming out. The blasphemy was, everybody of course started comparing her to Britney Spears. First of all, don't you dare ever compare anybody to Britney Spears. Don't let the blonde hair, and the rhinestones fool you. That was no Britney Spears up there. But let me say, it was the body rolls and the movements and the synchronization. She was hitting all of her marks. She had a cute little runway walk at one point. She had all the girls behind her in the V formation. Heidi Montag proved to me that she can low-key dance. And when I say dance, I mean like pick up choreography. It didn't go anywhere, obviously, but it was nice to see it in that moment with the hair and the glam. She looked amazing. Body language is a low-key bop. Not me promoting Heidi.
Thank you.
Number 4 is Jessica Alba. There's literally only one reason why Jessica Alba is on this list. It's the movie Honey with fine-ass Mekhi Phifer. Jessica Alba was in there, bronzed and tanned from head to toe, going full out. And it doesn't get any more full out than Lori Ann Gibson, who was featured in the movie as her little rival Katrina. Don't get me started on Honey. At that moment, with that movie, I would always remember Jessica Alba as the tan girl with the curly hair who's dancing in the Genuine video. I'm just like, this is everything. She's gotten older, obviously. She's a woman of a particular age, still looks amazing, right? Like, just holistic, she's got kids. She's like a family woman. There were like the corny moments and the corny dance moves, but Jessica Alba was in the club with her black girlfriend going in. I think she's half black, actually. She's swirly or something. I love Jessica Alba.
Thank you.
You got it. Number 3 is for my mystical girls, okay? All of my, vampire show watchers, anybody who's into magic, that sort of thing, right? Number 3 is Kat Graham. Kat Graham is best known for playing Bonnie Bennett on The Vampire Diaries. I mean, if you know, you know. Like, the whole Vampire Diaries franchise is everything. And Bonnie Bennett was everything. Powerful, black. Well, I think she's swirly too. She's a person of color. I think it might have been after Vampire Diaries wrapped. I found out that this girl had a whole EP of music, Put Your Graffiti on Me, 2012. I see the cover. I'm like, oh, she's coming to work. Okay, so what's it giving? High octane pop dance record, and Kat performed Put Your Graffiti on Me. She had a big flannel tied around her waist. I'm telling you, I used to watch these videos like constantly because I was amazed that Kat Graham was going full out, swinging the ponytail, yelling and grunting, doing her choreography. Like, she was really in the zone.
I was wondering why I never see any of these bitches dance.
She's every woman, like we love that. Talent, this is what I'm talking about. I put this person at number 2 because even though she was in a girl group, she's probably one of the most underrated dancers in entertainment history. My number 2 pick, Keeley Williams. From the girl group, 3LW.
I'm getting a little tired of your broken promises.
I was always so impressed with Keeley's live performance, with her dancing. I'm probably one of maybe 10 to 15 people who watched a recent reality show on BET called The Encore. And they basically tried to get all of these female artists to come together and create music together, make an album, do a live performance. They had like Aubrey from Danity Kane, they had Misha from 702, they had the twins from Cherish. And Keeley was on the show acting like she really didn't want to sing and she didn't want to be a part of the group. And I'm just like, girl, you're on national television, you signed a contract, just sing and dance. Like, and they went to the dance studio. They had a professional choreographer in there. I think it was Aaliyah Janelle. You know, this was the moment you were seeing which girls could dance and which couldn't. Keeley got up there and showed all of those girls out. And Aubrey was in there dancing in heels. Aubrey was flipping that hair around and she was giving it too. But Keeley got up there and reminded me how talented she really is. It just aired like last year. It was like 2021 during the pandemic. They did a whole little EP. It's also on Apple Music. I'm just promoting everybody's work now. They started a group called Blueprint. I don't think anything more is gonna come of it, but it was the twins from Cherish, Shamari from Black, and Keeley. Keeley was going full out. Like, I'm just like, wow. Very underrated. Surprisingly, a fantastic dancer. Or maybe not surprisingly, you know, if you knew this already, then it's not news to you. Oh, and let's not forget that Keeley was in the Cheetah Girls, one of the most iconic girl groups of all time, in my personal opinion. Very impressive in the Cheetah Girls. You know that Keeley was always one of the strong dancers. That girl will go full out, and that's really all we're looking for, isn't it?
You didn't handle this. Now I will.
Are you ready for the number 1 pick? The truth is, if you follow me on Instagram, then it might not be as surprising of a choice. Please don't fry me. My number 1 choice is Tyra Banks. Anybody else who was obsessed with Top Model, there was that one episode, all of a sudden Tyra was going into music and considering being a pop star. She got Rodney Jerkins on the beat. I remember at the end of that episode, they played the song and showed the video, and I was just looking like, Tyra, since when? First of all, Shake Your Body is a bop. I'm actually never, ever gonna debate that with anybody. The song just on its own, Shake Your Body by Tyra Banks, is a bop. Her pop career kind of like started and ended with that video. But to me, Tyra picked up the choreography very well. She had the 2 guys behind her. I could see it in her body that she wanted to shake her body. She comes across as a very performative person, like on her shows, in front of the camera, on the runway. She was always very charismatic. I think that Tyra is low-key one of those girls who can go in the studio and pick up choreography like quite easily. Did she ever do Dancing with the Stars? Oh, she's the host of Dancing with the Stars. Look at that full circle moment. At one point in time, I really do believe that Tyra Banks was one of the most surprisingly good dancers in Hollywood. She probably still is. That is my list of the 5 female celebrities who are surprisingly good dancers. May not have been the list that you expected. I definitely need to hear from anybody who wants to add on to this list, who feels like maybe the list was a tad askew. I hope that you enjoyed all the clips and the B-roll. You guys know I'm all over the place with my references, but if you're interested in more pop culture content like this, fashion show reactions, beauty tutorials, I have a little bit of everything. Click subscribe down below, become a part of the moment, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you can't dance, then you gotta get out, period.